Hello everybody, this is Deliver, and we're back with Sunrider Academy, the last part of Ava's Arc. Sadly. So, I'll probably, at the end, I'll say a couple of things at the end, so don't worry. I sat in my room with Murray. Moo. Are you sure this is alright? What's alright? You're not just going to leave Abby like this, are you? It seems like you finally managed to break her shell. It'd be too sad if your relationship just ends when things started heating up. I lied on my bed. Murray, people eventually have to grow up. Nothing's going to stay the same forever. Ava's got to go and do what she wants. What's best for her? I don't like it. A day might come when even I... Oh, that's what he's saying. A day might even come when I have to leave you. No! I want Kyoto to stay with me forever. Ah. What with everyone leaving? Why can't we just stay all together and be happy forever? Murray pouted and shook my shoulder. Make Abby stay. I don't want her to see her leave, either. I'm sure there's plenty of other things she can do in Sierra City. Besides, didn't you tell me that you guys were going to get married with her? When did you say that? And I wanted to be the maid of honor too. Kyoto. When did I ever say that? Demi, marriage proposal went out that I made when I was a kid don't count. I let a long sigh. It's not like I want to leave her either, but making her give up her dreams for me is selfish. This is something she has to decide for herself. If we're really her friends, we should respect her decision. No, you know, girls don't like guys who let go of them too easily. In a situation like this, you've got to be more pushy. Remind her everything she's giving up in exchange for a risky venture that might not even turn out alright. Make her too scared to leave your comforting arms. You're just reciting what your stupid holozines say. What was I doing? Talking to a basic academy student. Obviously, this was all just going over her head. One day, when you're older, you'll understand, Murray. Whatever. I'm going to sleep. Kyoto, you dummy! Murray pouted and stomped out. She was still a kid, and yet she did have a good point. I was still pretty upset with Ava, but I was just going to up and leave just when we seemed to be getting closer. Technically, didn't in Soda's arc she also left then? So it's a possibility that all these arcs are kind of all entwined into certain places, I guess. Yeah. But it didn't really seem like I could just do anything to change her mind. Ah, well. This is what Ava wanted. I'm pretty sure we weren't really that important in Ava's mind anyway. Her brain was filled with much more grandiose concepts like prestige and legacy. There wasn't any room left in there for Kyoto, the childhood friend, and his little sister. I'm just going to sleep. What a busy day. Okay then. I'll be back when there's more story then. Okay then guys, a little bit more story on the third week, meaning we haven't exactly got that long left. Which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping this would be slightly longer. I guess most parts in the later on games will be quite short as well, thinking about it. I don't know. I looked out the window in apprehension. A random snowstorm had completely appeared from out of nowhere. Great globs of snow fell out of the sky, completely blanketing the schoolyard in white. It's a total whiteout. Whiteout? Who calls it whiteout? I don't know. I paced nervously. Would you stop? I'm trying to work here. This is a big problem, Perez. There's no way we're going to be able to get home in this weather. Of all the days, there had to be a blizzard. It had to be on the day we decided to stay late just to finish at late-minute paperwork. The school was completely deserted by now. We were trapped here. I opened my holo as expected. The holo forecast was filled with weather warnings about a huge whiteout. I don't know. A weird word. Weird sentence and weird... I don't know, expression. All over Sierra City. Even if the drones worked all night, there was no way we could walk home without winter coats. I guess you could run, but I guess you technically can't in a blizzard. This is precisely the reason why I did this school needed to adapt. Oh, it's adopt. No, I thought it said adapt. Adopt Hollowware uniforms. Damn it. Press. It says this is going to be gonna go on all night. How are we ever going to get home? Idiot. Calm down. I don't really see the problem. At this rate, our work's going to at the rate our work's going, we're going to have to stay here all night anyway. You've got to be kidding me. Ava's words only upset me more. This is whatever. I angrily left the council room. Where are you going? The vending machine. I need a break. I think you do need a break at this point. God. I wonder how long they actually stay in the school for. I guess for a long time. I returned with 2 cups of instant noodles. I guess this would have to be our dinner. Good going, we had a coffee machine in here. I bought some water and soaked the noodles. Here, it's yours. Thanks. I opened my cup and slurped up the mouthful of noodles. They were a cheap kind, fit for poor game developers and students alike. Is that breaking the fourth wall? Poor game developers. I offered the absolute minimum in terms of nutrition value and flavour. But for some reason, they tasted better than usual. It's not bad. I guess being trapped in the cold room with no one better but your unstable, I don't know, girlfriend made hot ramen taste better. Ah well, I guess this is going to be the end of our adventure. I guess it's a fitting and final chapter in our story. It's just the 2 of us sharing a cheap ramen over a pile of paperwork. In a way, I guess it's essentially the epitome of our relationship. What? I don't know. Never heard that word before. Haha. Idiot. Do you expect more from me? Not really. Somehow, I knew things were going to end this way. In fact, I was getting the overwhelming sense of deja vu right now, as if I had seen this somewhere before. Interesting. Well, good luck out there, okay? Stay safe, and don't forget to write back. We're all gonna miss you, but I want you to know that we're all proud of what you're doing. Maybe everyone here might forget about you. Sure, people might take everything you did for granted and forget everything we accomplished, but I promise, I won't. I won't. I'll always remember you. No matter what happens, I'll always be your friend, Ava. Oh, she's blushing. Idiot. What are you saying now? Uh-oh. Ava turned away from me. Don't tell me things like that. You're supposed to hate me, like everyone else. You're supposed to call me controlling, cold-hearted, automation who abandoned you. Isn't that what everyone else is saying? Why do you even still talk to me? I put my hand on her shoulder. I've known you from the beginning, Ava. That sounded really awkward then, didn't it? There's no way I'm never gonna turn my back on my childhood friend. But I insult you. Make you do paperwork. I even abandoned you. I guess you can't stay a student forever. Idiot. Ava jumped from her seat and landed on me. Oh, no. Just so if I won't ever get a thumbnail, I have a chance to go back and do it. Here we go. Oomph. Well, this could have been worse. I fell backwards, sending the stacks of paper flying in every direction. In a magical moment, Ava laid on top of me, the sheets of paper wafting to the ground all around her. I guess paperwork can be a beautiful sometimes. Oh. Don't think this is easy for me. Every day I work so much, but it's for nothing. What did all my sacrifice amount to? An empty home, no friends, everyone hating me? A failure of a student council? The people who I thought were loyal to me all walked out? The school laughing at everything I said, dismissing me as just a naive kid? I thought if I put my mind to it, I could have improved everyone's lives. and everyone would like me. But none of that amounted to anything, Ava. But you were always by my side the entire time, weren't you? I'm sorry, it doesn't look. It looks a bit weird, even though she's smiling. I don't know. It's just an odd position, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Right by you every step of the way. Your loyal second in command. Ha ha. You idiot. Ava bent down and kissed me. I'm not going to be here for much longer. You're gonna have to be the leader now. I'm sure you'll be a lot better than I am, than me. Oh? Wow, this classroom got dark. We lay together on the floor, the counter room wrapped in a comforter. Where are we going to spend the entire night here? Where are we going to spend the entire night here? What a year this was. With so much hard work and drama. Oh well. At least this was the year my childhood friend became my girlfriend. Even though it was a pretty miserable year, at least I had the bright spot to hang out with. Yeah. I wrapped my arms around Ava. Was this what it was like to sleep over with a girl? Even though the floor was pretty hard, the room was cold. Sleeping with Ava felt better than my own bed. Speaking of which, girls' butts are so nice and soft. They were like huge cushions. Seriously, why did they say? Wait, why do they get to have all the good stuff? I couldn't help but reach down and give it a pat. Huge and squishy. Her bulbous ass was mammoth-sized up close. I tried to touch it more. I reached into her skirt and felt her panties, oh dear. We twisted and turned under the blanket, rubbing our bodies together. Ava rolled on top of me and pinned me down. Same position, but night time now. Ow, what are you doing? She looked down to me and she looked down to me. She looked down to me, shrouded in darkness. Her eyes glistened in the night as she bent down and kissed me. Ava rubbed her crotch against me, and our tongues wrapped knots around each other. Ha! I'm not going to even say what that was. Whatever. I guess you can take it. Huh? Did I seriously hear that right? After all that, we were finally going to... what? Haha, idiot. Uh-oh. I said you could take my virginity. Do I seriously have to say out loud? It's embarrassing. You better not mess this up. After all, I can only give it to you once. Right. My heart was pounding. Here we go. Here I go. Oh, goody. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to find some way to block all this, aren't I? Well, it shouldn't be that difficult. Not like the last one. Ava took off her clothes and pulled down my pants. Her voice faltered as she aligned herself over me. She slowly lowered herself. Oh, there we go. Her eyes squeezed shut and disappeared inside her. Yeah, I'm gonna do the voice acting and that voice is. It's gonna be very weird. I'm sorry. Are you alright? Whatever. It's nothing. Ava gasped as she pushed herself in and out. Inches to my face, her boobs swayed like two giant fruits in the wind. Oh dear God. I felt my hands get drawn to them as if they were magnets. They were completely irresistible. I grabbed both of them with my hands. They overflowed in my palms. Oh, finally, my hard work had paid off. My hands ran down her breasts and surveyed the gentle curves of her sides, and came to rest upon the base of her butt. Not really, so weird. Ava's body was overflowing with riches. I surveyed. Okay, I have no idea say acreage. That's what I think it's going to be. I've never heard that word. I looked it up and even that doesn't make any sense. I surveyed a cage after a cage of arse and found no limit to what Ava offered. My head swirled as Ava gripped my shoulders and rode me. Oh, how lovely. It's getting wetter. Our bodies formed and madly and clumsily pressed against each other. In the cold air, the winter night, perspirated began to waft from our skin. You're going so damn deep. I can feel it stretching out my insides. Sorry? Don't stop, idiot. Well, if she was going to call me that, I gripped her fingers into her... Wait, well, I gripped my fingers into her butt and drilled into her. Her insides were so tight. I felt her clench onto me. She was going to pop me out. What? She was going to pop me out? Okay. I jammed myself deeper into her, ramming to the very to a passageway. Eva's face melted in delirious euphoria, I think it's probably meant to say. She was enjoying this so much for being a prim and proper lady. I wanted to see an even more lucid expression on her face. I pulled my legs up and quickened the pace. Her breast flopped up and down with each thrust. So awkward. Just staring at them made me swell up and feel like I was going to blow. Shit. I need to calm myself. But Ava was pressing into me so hard. My hips were moving all on their own. The room was so cold that yet we were drenched in sweat. Ava's juices oozed down and covered my crotch. I melded into her opening and soaked into her slippery warmth. Oh god, this is so weird. Ava bent forward and pressed our mouths together. Our tongues lapped each other and we connected as one. I pressed into her, overwhelming with the need to fuse with her entirely. Shit, there's too much. Pleasure blew through my mind and tingled my brain as Ava sucked on my tongue. Reverberated, I don't know what that is either, and travelled down my gut. Ava it was filled to the brim. Any more, and Ava grasped my jumper. Wait, no. Gasped and jammed herself into me. Yeah, whatever. There you go. I can't. It's actually quite late and there are people downstairs, so I don't want to say this too loud. It's really very awkward. She gasped and clutched onto me as she came. Every muscle in her body clenched, and her passageway narrowed so much that I thought I would suffocate my dick. Ugh. Too tight. I was jammed up against the roof of her insides. There was nowhere for the cum to go. Ava moaned as a wave of joy convulsed her. She was going for so long. I was seriously going to explode. I gripped onto her arse and split them apart, desperately hoping that would make her unclench. The passageway loosened. Oh, how lovely. Everything burst into her with a massive shock, covering her in hot, sticky cream. Oh dear. Well, there is one way I can block this out, which shouldn't be too difficult. My insides twisted. So much pleasure that it hurt. Ava nearly collapsed as she came again. She moaned pitifully as she dropped onto my chest, her face limp with joy. Another wave of cum erupted. Pure white cum bursted forth from her insides and overflowed. Finally, I popped out of her hole, my rod twitching with exhaustion. Jizz oozed out like white cream inside a chocolate witch you split open. Lovely. Kyoto's. Ava reached down and sampled it with her hands. It stringed between her... it stringed between her fingers. Unbelievable. Good thing I'll be out of here, or else I'll be too ashamed to ever use the council room again. Relax, Press. It's a good memory, isn't it? Well, what are you doing coming inside? We better take responsibility, Kyoto. But because I'll be expecting you to work harder from now. Next year we'll have to find you a job after graduating. But because there's no way I'm ever going out with an unemployed loser. But Press, does that mean... whatever. Space doesn't seem like that exciting anyway, after all. In fact, if you really want to make a difference, you've got to run for the National Assembly. That's right. So next year, I'll be entering politics. This time, it'll be a real deal. No more of this student council nonsense. I'll become a member of Parliament and change Sierra as we know it. So I'll just stay here in Sierra City, where the seat of our government is located. Ava, I rolled over and hugged her. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, you still have this horrible image on screen at the same time. Well done, game. Honestly, I couldn't think of a life without her now. She was my first ever friend. My first ever girlfriend. Gross. Okay, enough. Unbelievable. In the end, we're to stay in the student council room until the snow stopped at the crack of dawn. We've seriously been in a lot of trouble if we were caught. Luckily, we managed to tiptoe out of the school before anyone noticed. It's morning. Time for school. Wait, it's starting off like that? And it is! No sleeping, no stress loss. That's mad. Well, I guess I had to do something. Oh well, I'll be back when there's more story. That's going to be a little bit of cutting out as well. Okay then guys, the final part of Sunrider Academy. Well, the final bit, should I say. Today was the day of Ava's graduation. Murray poked her head into my room. Moo, Kyoto, still haven't picked up Ava? Not yet. I finished combing my hair. Alright, today was her big day. Oh. I entered Ava's room with a grin. What the? My heart did a loop. This place was completely deserted. Oh no. She freaking tricked me. Was it her plan all along to fool me into thinking that she was going to stay, then fly out of here without anyone noticing? Why'd she do that? To make me feel better? To ruin our night? Was she just making a bitter pill easier to swallow? No. She can't have just punked me that badly. This wasn't how the story was going to end. I ran out of the apartment. She had to be here. Not even Ava could be that cruel just to vanish without even saying goodbye. This couldn't be happening. Well, if she's gonna play it like this, I'll follow her. I'll follow her to whatever hell she is. I'll do whatever it takes to be with her again. She thought she had me fooled, did she? Well, just imagine the look on her face when I spend the rest of my life catching up to her. Hell, I'll even surpass her one day. God damn it, Ava! Fuck! Ava... What the hell are you doing, idiot? Of course that's gonna happen. Of course. I step out for 1 minute and I see you in the middle of the street screaming profanities into the sky as if you're a madman. What are you doing? What are you, a moron or something? I stared at Ava as if I had seen a ghost. Suddenly tears welled up in my eyes. Shit, it really was her. I ran over and wrapped my arms around her. My infinite emperor, don't ever pull a shit on me again. Pull what? Explain yourself, Shields. What is your problem? You're seriously crying? That's an odd looking face. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that face. I can't help it. I went to your room and I saw it completely empty. I thought you'd left forever without, or something, when I saw it. Oh, that. Well, since I'm going to stay here from now on, I figured it was time to replace my furniture. You know, get some new stuff that's not temporary. My room could use a lot of upgrades. The new stuff should be here in about, by the end of the day. today. So, it was all just a misunderstanding. My face glows red with embarrassment. Well, ahem. I wiped away my tears from my eyes and tried my best to straighten myself. Ah, yes. You were one smooth operator, Kyoto. I've always wondered, did I actually say that name wrong? Kyoto. There's not an extra O, so am I saying his name wrong? Is it Kaito? Kaito. Kaito. I still prefer saying Kyoto though, I'm used to it now. Anyway, jumping to the conclusion, howling in the streets like I had gone crazy, crying your eyes out, then making a fool of yourself in front of your girlfriend, on a span of 5 minutes. You're hopeless. No, in fact, if I joined the Space Force, I bet they'd even make me a captain. No. Any ship with you in charge would be doomed. Anyway, let's go. Today's graduation, isn't it? Let's get this over with. Yeah. I laugh despite myself and follow Ava to the transit center. Seriously, what was I thinking earlier? It was going to stay with us from now. Ha ha ha. I was an idiot for thinking she might just have vanished without telling me. Because our story was just beginning. This was only one chapter in our adventures. No matter where we go, Ava and I would always remain partners. No. Oh! Many years later. What is that? I like the music though. Okay, let's take a look at this. Well, Ava has now got a lot more hair. All the way right down to her knees apparently. Our sister, Mireille, is now... I don't know what she's doing, just being a cook. I think that's Mireille. It could be Solar. Unlikely. They both got white hair, but I guess it's Mireille. I sat in the kitchen with my lovely wife Ava. Oh, they got married. A news program on my holo showed the Ministry of Foreign Affairs signing a treaty of friendship with the compact. The treaty would ensure peace in the neutral rim for decades and solidify our trade relations with the New Eden. The only thing that was that the Minister of Foreign Affairs was my wife. Oh, okay. Oh, and I guess it helped that Fotana was now in charge of the compact or something. I guess he wasn't much of a bad guy after all. You're still watching the news, Kyoto? See? Or are you just fawning over Abby again? Mireille? And my sister was still living with me too. I wonder if she'll ever finally move out. She really did cling to her older brother too much. Anyways, the three of us still lived happily together in our childhood apartment. Despite growing up and getting jobs, you could say that life is pretty much the same as it always been. Ava stood up. Are you heading to work? The Alliance elections are heating up. I better get working on our press release. Ah, alright. Kick ass for us. Yep. Oh, and I'll see you tonight at the reunion. Alright, the rest of the gang will be there too. You better give Asuka the directions again, or else we can forget seeing her there. Will do. Well then, I'm off. Ava gave me a peck on the lips and waved as she left the apartment. Surrounded by love of my wife and sister, you can pretty much say we lived a happy life ever after. Yeah. Nearly got the last few words wrong. That would be terrible. Did they have like a tiny final scene at the end last time? I can't remember. I like the music to this game. It's nice. Though we can't exactly listen to it. So then guys, as I said, I might have said before, I can't remember, it's now up to you guys if you ever want me to do Asuka's or Chigara's arc next. After that, I'll have to think of another game to play unless there's some sort of secret in this game after completing everyone's story. That would be nice. Actually, let's have a look at my bonuses quickly. No, that's preferences. What's it under? Yeah, this one. Yep, she's there. Okay, all we have left now really is these two. The funny thing is, I've actually noticed that Ava's got the most pictures. Out of all the characters, Ava's got the most pictures. That's weird. Not sure if that means she's the main character or not. Well, main female protagonist. I thought Asuka was. I guess not. Because I don't think Soda is, nor Chigara. It was either Ava or Asuka. Unless it's sort of like, it'd be Asuka, then Ava, then Chigara, and then Soda. Soda's always at the end, apparently. So I guess it's not, Soda's more or less, you choose her and you're done, or whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it, and all that good stuff. Thank you again, and goodbye.